Hello and welcome to Before We Break Up Again, a podcast with me, Alfie Brown, and her, Jessie Cave, from the new Marvel film.
Alfie.
This week, we will be discussing sort of criticism, because we were interested in the flack that Wuthering Heights was getting, and neither of us has seen it. It's not a podcast about whether or not that film's good. We both have no idea. But we talk about criticism in general, criticism of us, critics, criticism on forums, reviews, etc. And I think that's quite a fun thing to talk about, so I quite enjoyed it. We're both ill, that's why I'm in my pyjamas and sickness. Jessie promised to be in her pyjamas, she's not. Please subscribe to the Patreon on patreon.com/braveclown. There is an extra episode every single week. We apologise for the late release of this episode, but Jessie is filming the Marvel film.
Alfie.
I am the sick man of Europe, so it wasn't to be. Patreon.com/braveclown. We're really trying to, grow that at the moment, so please.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Enjoy the episode. What I was promised on the before we did this was that we'd both be in our pajamas. So shall we both be in our pajamas? That'd be really funny. And what's happened is I'm still in my pajamas and you got undressed.
I've got fully dressed, yeah.
Yeah.
But you still think I look insane, so.
Well, yeah, look, but that's not the point. The point was that you suggested we should do it in our pajamas to thematically represent the sickness that we both feel.
Well, it was more that I suddenly worried about the day and how we've got to fit in so much today. And I realised if I don't get ready now when I was upstairs, then the whole day would have been delayed by about half an hour, and you need to take the dog for a walk and we need to do another podcast. I need to get ready to go to London. The kids need to go to the park, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, this is my chance to get ready.
Right.
So I abandoned you in that. I'm sorry.
But you are wearing, in solidarity, a sort of pajama-esque day outfit.
That's because all my clothes are in London. That's why I don't have any non-pajama based clothes.
Yeah. And you're feeling quite sick today?
Yeah. You're feeling quite sick today?
But mine's more of a head-based sickness.
Oh, really? Like a headache?
Well, I'm accumulating that my passages in my face are blocked.
Your you need a lymphatic drainage massage. I could do that for you.
Could you do that for me?
Oh my God, yeah, I'd love to do that. I'll be the spa manager again. Hey, okay, hello. This dog is really demanding, isn't he? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can do the facial massage thing for you.
With your
face gym
spatula thing.
Metal thing, yeah.
The scraper.
It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, although I did get an email the other day saying there's a new type of lymphatic drainage, and the video is bizarre. Why would anyone want to do that? It's kind of squeezing your face together and releasing it, squeezing it. So just creating wrinkles. So I'm not doing that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I've got curry sauce on my string vest.
I just saw that. When did you have curry?
Last night for dinner, I had curry and rice.
Where?
At Hot Water Comedy Club.
How did it get on your vest? Your vest is under your clothes.
Because my shirt was open.
Oh, you're doing the cool vest look.
I was doing the cool vest look, yeah.
Did you bump into anyone else doing the cool vest look?
No. Why? Do you think we have a hand signal?
No, but I just remember once you were doing the cool vest look and you bumped into someone who was wearing exactly the same M&S vest. And it was quite funny.
The M&S string vest. It's a very good, it's a good one if you're in the market for it.
It's like sexy grandpa. Yeah, that's your vibe in that vest.
Yeah, Brendan Gleeson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. He is so hot. I'm so glad that we're watching Mr. Mercedes. It's brilliant. The first series is brilliant.
Right. Just to dial back to the visceral sound, the orgasmic, deep-throated mewling of pleasure that you gave upon my mention of Brendan Gleeson.
I wish you didn't call all my sex sounds mewling.
I don't think I do. I think...
Can't wait to get home so you can mule.
I don't mind, and I quite like that we can exchange views on various public figures that we find attractive. What I do draw the line at is you bringing yourself to orgasm with the mere mention of various men.
It's only Brendan Gleeson. It's only Brendan Gleeson.
Because I think
and Jason Momoa. It's just those two.
The big two. That's a funny little girl's bedroom, isn't it? Pictures of Jason Momoa and Brendan Gleeson on the wall.
I just want to be crushed.
My favourite...
Sorry if you're listening to this on the morning commute.
You know who you'd have liked is there's a French rugby player called Chabal who used to play in the noughties. You would have liked Chabal. Okay.
Yeah, is he a rugby player, did you say?
I did just say that. Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of rugby players. Well, I just can't. I can't abide rugby.
No, but I don't think you have to play rugby with him.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I would have to kind of know about rugby and occasionally hear things about rugby. It's like cricket. No, just no.
But this is just a one-off. I'm hoping for our relationship's sake, it's just a one-off encounter that you have with Chabal.
Okay. Now that first of all, let's just circle back to that in a second, just to finish the Brendan Gleeson orgasm point. What's so great about Mr. Mercedes is that he's playing this kind of broken down, almost fully retired policeman, cop.
He is a retired policeman.
Yeah, but he's kind of going back on the job with Mr. Mercedes, this job. Anyway, there's sex scenes in it. Well, they're not full graphic sex scenes, but they're kind of love scenes.
Love-making scenes.
And they're so hot. And it's really rare to see older actors doing hot sex. It's not, but it was actually better than sex, wasn't it? Because it was just so primal, the way they were touching each other and their hair and their mouths, and that how she was touching his chest and she was from behind him, and it was just so sensual, the whole thing. And that's really rare, isn't it? Usually you just see full on scissoring or something.
What?
It goes so extreme now when we're watching stuff.
Yeah.
It's never just, let's just see how this nice hand on the shoulder feels for the character. Let's just immediately put the tongue down the throat, get naked.
Yeah. If you've been watching full-on scissoring without me, then I want to know what that was. What was that?
I don't know. No, I wasn't. No, nothing. No, and genuinely, I don't know why. It's just scissoring was the most kind of extreme thing I could think of in that moment, to be the opposite of a nice hand on the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I only ever watched one. The only thing I've ever watched for scissoring was that Blue is the Warmest Colour, which is a really weird film to go and see with friends. I remember finishing that film and be like, what do we chat about now?
So they must really have gone down on each other.
And scissoring.
That's what you'd chat about.
Oh, right.
With your friends.
Oh, they didn't they, in that film?
Yeah. There's no way of faking that. That is a mouth on a pussy.
I want to watch that again. What were we talking about?
I've seen it so many times now.
Have you actually? No. I've only ever watched it once at the cinema. Again, a weird film to go to watch at the cinema.
I wouldn't feel safe that I was going to be untouched by any rogue fluids. I would be very skeptical of who I was in the cinema with, and I would be very skeptical of any eyes on me for being in there for the wrong reasons. It's very much the opposite of Bad Boys. It's not a cinema film. It's not Top Gun. It's one that I think absolutely thrives in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah, true. Anyway, I think what was the name of the rugby player you were saying?
Chabal. I can't remember. Sebastian, I think.
If I said, I'm just going to go and have one night with Sebastian, is that okay? You wouldn't be okay with it now?
No, of course I wouldn't.
Yeah, okay, good. Because I think a few years ago, whenever I said stuff like that, you were like, yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, cool, go for it. And that was so upsetting.
Yeah, but it's the size of these people that
right.
I don't like. If you said I'm going to go for a night with 500 Days of Summer, what's his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I'd go, okay, yeah, that's fine.
He's about your height.
Yeah, that's fine. I present, I feel taller.
You are tall. You're tall.
I'm not tall, I'm not short. I'm just,
you're just
in the middle.
You're a good sized man.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's perfect. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the arrogance of height.
Yeah.
I've still got to work for things. Like 5'10", 6-inch dick. That's perfect. Not
Why
big enough.
Why are you going around telling everyone the size of your dick?
Because it's fine. Because it's the 5'10" of dick sizes.
Right. Okay.
It's absolutely like it's.
We've
good.
talked about your dick size so much.
Yeah, because I think whatever.
Okay.
And I think it is the same as 5'10", and I think like people with bigger ones, like it sort of dements them because they've got a secret. They're carrying around a secret.
But also it's also almost like a what's the word? There's problems with having a big dick too. Like you can't get inside everything. So you have to kind of work out how to, it's more thinking required really with a big dick.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. You've done a weekend full of gigs.
Yeah, I've been at Hot Water Comedy Club, Liverpool's comedy club. Yeah.
And you said that you found it different because you're doing material that's more suited to clubs.
I don't know whether or not just generating, because this is material that I've done mostly in that comedy club. In fact, its generation has taken place for the most part in Hot Water Comedy Club over the various times that I've been there, either with Adam or at the weekends there. So I'm not sure whether I've written subconsciously more towards the club than I have, like if I was writing for an Edinburgh show and I was doing like trying out routines in longer form previews. But it's very interesting. It's not a conscious thing. Club comedy is much more raucous, much more heckly. The audience are more drunk. Their attention is less. Their investment in you is less. They are there for the night out, not for you, the individual. So your job is to make them laugh. You are an entertainer. It is entertainment above art. So the way I always describe it is you need to put your foot on their throat and not take it off for the whole 20 minutes. Whereas in a comedy show, they will come to you. They will invest in you. Yeah. And they're there to listen. They're there to listen primarily and engage with the ideas and whatnot. So, I don't know. I don't know. It was great fun. I always felt at comedy clubs like I was a longer form comedian doing a set at a comedy club, and I was there. I wasn't as good at club comedy as maybe the other people on the bill. I've seen you do comedy club sets, and it's quite remarkable to watch. Just because you're not. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you do a comedy club set without feeling incredibly uncomfortable, but also quite excited because you are so different. And then somebody comes on before and you're sandwiched between, two people who are completely different to you. And just seeing the difference in the laughter with everybody. It is interesting. It's an interesting social experiment in a way, going to a comedy club. And so I would love to come and watch you and see you do kind of material that almost is more suited to comedy clubs. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what you thought, because it's I'd hate it. Whether I'm making this up. Yeah, you do often not enjoy that. No, I do. The thing is, somebody asked me the other day if I enjoy watching you on stage. And I was like, do I? Yeah, I really do. I always really do. But it's not an easy watch. Like whenever I've watched you, it's just so... There's been very few times where it's been calm watching you.
because there's so many, but you do that on purpose. You enjoy doing that to the audience. So if I didn't know you, I would seek out your shows. I would 100, you'd be the first person I booked in Edinburgh, because it's exciting to go and watch you. It's dangerous. It feels like it's going to be an experience watching you. It's not, but it's definitely not plain sailing. It feels kind of unsafe watching you too, which is what you want. Whereas, but when you go to a comedy club, you need to be safe.
Well, an interesting thing is there was a heckler in the third show yesterday. 3 shows, a 1 p.m, a 4 p.m, and a 7 p.m. And
cramming in the comedy, aren't they, at Hot Water?
They are. They've changed out the 9 p.m. for a 1 p.m.
That's good.
So that people can, because you're more likely to, you've got more stay in the venue and drink after a 1 p.m. show.
So the last one's at 9?
No, there is no 9 o'clock show. They got rid of it and replaced it with the 1 p.m. show.
And then, so 1,
because at 9 p.m. everybody's already pissed, so the show is worse and they can't stay and drink afterwards for as long. Whereas the venue makes more money because, I'm guessing this is why they've done it.
So the last one's at 8?
7.
But you because you were on last.
I was on last.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I wasn't fibbing to you and having an affair.
Why are you going on stage at 9 then?
So at the last show, there was this heckler who was, shouting out, telling me to, it was drunk kind of nonsense. And you see in your periphery, these little security guards just poke up as soon as somebody heckles. Like they're all surrounding, getting ready to remove the person. But I think some comedy clubs can be too quick to remove the heckler because the fun of the event is seeing me deal with that. Like the audience wants to know. I think they'd feel slightly shortchanged if there was a heckler and as soon as they heckled, the bodyguards came to just remove this person kicking and screaming. They want to know that the person on stage can defeat or deal with whatever obstacle is cropping up. That is not to encourage heckling, but it is to say that if it does happen, it should be dealt with by the person on stage.
And then if the person keeps shouting out random crap, then But it's also quite fun sometimes to see a heckler if they say something that you agree with. So if the heckler's like, why are you doing, like, what are you talking about now? It's quite fun sometimes to see. And if you can't deal with a heckler, oh my God, it's so awful to be in the audience and see that.
I had a heckler the other day at my night at Creatures Comedy Club in Manchester, 8:30. And I was speaking to somebody in the audience about what her hobbies were. And then somebody shouted out over there, oh, maybe her hobby is not listening to unfunny cunts. And I went, what? And she went, I just don't think you're... And then she had a go at me and she called me a misogynist. And I went, what did you think was misogynist? And she went, all the Epstein material. And I went, well, that was anti him, wasn't it? It wasn't pro him. And she went, and then eventually, but this is one of the things, is what you were talking about, by talking to people and asking her what she thought was misogynist about what I'd said. She couldn't answer. And she went, no, maybe not misogynist then, and the confidence of the heckle, it very, very quickly diminishes under scrutiny. So one of the best things that you can do, or I like to do, is ask people more questions about what they've said, because the adrenaline that has surged in them that caused them to offer the heckle in the first place is very, very often not there under further questioning.
I wonder if the people who heckle are also the type of people who would comment, like hate comment.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. I think the heckling thing is much more, it's almost, I think people who hate comment are more, there's more sad stuff going on.
And I don't think they would heckle.
And I don't think they would heckle. I think they would just silently seethe and then blog about it.
Yeah, and then the scathing blog review.
Yeah, they'd go on some forum or whatever. Whereas,
which is kind of what happened in a way, the person who went to see your show and then did the original tweet, which is how the whole thing started.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's like that.
Well, no, she shouted out as well, though.
Oh, she shouted out as well. Oh, well, then maybe
she was a crossover artist.
I've been fascinated recently by the.
I had one. Sorry, just to double back on that. I had somebody who was there. I've been posting out reels, and lots of you have been commenting nicely and sharing them from the show. And you've watched the show, and it's almost at 100,000 followers, 100,000 views now, which is very exciting. Every so often, part of the dance is you'll get a negative comment on a video, and I had somebody comment who was there that night.
Oh, really?
And said, "We were there when you did this. You berated her until she cried, and at this entirely falsified and exaggerated version of events." And I've got a recording of the night, so I'm not in any fear of anybody lying about it. I still have the recording of that on my phone. I've got our entire interaction. I know exactly how it played out. And actually, we didn't leave it that night on particularly bad terms. It was still, I mean, obviously.
I want to see.
Here. But yeah.
Oh, here. Yeah, people can just write anything.
And they think that they can write absolutely whatever they want, and there's no fear of reproach, because it's all bollocks. It's all sort of invented online. But there is I think there's more good spirit in a lot of people who heckle live in the room. They think that they're helping. Nobody who leaves a horrible comment thinks that they're helping. They think that they they possess a kind of moral certainty and look upon others as less. It's a sort of superiority thing. It's very, very, very bizarre, and it involves a lot more arrogance than I think they're often detecting and criticizing.
Well, they're not afraid, but those people as well, if they're anonymous especially, they don't have the worry of, people coming and saying, hang on, who are you? What have you done that's bad? I'm sure there's stuff that you've got that's, everyone has to be prepared. If they put it out there, they can also get analysed and examined too.
Yes.
And I think that's something that most people forget when they put out the hate. It's like it very quickly could be on you.
Yeah. But then I think that's their contribution. We are in a position of, we get to express ourselves, and they have a frustration based perhaps in not having the same outlet, or a frustration with themselves for not having the bravery to put themselves out there. And they still obviously have a desire to be heard in a public forum, which is why they comment like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't want to commit to the difficult bit, which is, so I have a certain sympathy, but at the same time, not.
I have sympathy as well for people who their hobby is hatred online. It's what is going on. But I've been fascinated recently by. Are you all right there?
Yeah, I thought hobby was hatred was funny, and then also
hobby for hating online.
I also had too much coffee in my mouth as you said something funny, so okay. It was too much at once.
Right, two things. It's fascinating actually to think how, this thing about verifying you could actually just create an entire new persona online and just be, make up this story and just start posting and hashtagging correctly and get picked up. No one knows the truth about anything. It's really, I get kind of like freaked out when I think about that. And then lately I've been really troubled in a way by looking at all the reviews or reading. My Substack is just being flooded with hatred for Wuthering Heights. Like so many scathing reviews of this film, directed and adapted by a woman. And like at first, I have to say I really enjoyed I really enjoyed seeing, because it was packaged so beautifully. I thought it was beautiful, like the way the poster, the lettering, the image of those two, and it was like packaged like this was going to be really like, dark and sexy and good. And I don't know, Emerald Fennell just had such a kind of lovely sequence of events in her career and seemingly life. I don't know. I just thought, I was quite, meanly, but I was like, things can't go perfect for everyone. That's quite a relief.
So there was she finally, on the little drive through her career, she finally arrived at a red light.
Yeah, even though you could argue that some of the Saltburn and promising young woman stuff was not necessarily received that brilliantly in certain areas. But anyway, I don't know. I don't engage. I don't care. And I have never met her, but I think she's a nice person.
I've never seen any of these films.
Well, yeah, I think I've seen, it doesn't matter if we enjoyed them or not. That's not what this is about. What I'm curious about is that the amount of reviews that were, or the Substacks I read, where people were kind of, on Substack, anyone can be a fancy reviewer. And some of them were amazingly written as well. So it was quite entertaining to read these reviews and these assassinations of character.
It's titillating, isn't it?
Yeah. It was, I don't know if I would enjoy that. I would never want to do that as a job. But then it was like, after reading a few just out of fascination, I started to think, hang on, this is now just a sport. Everyone's just enjoying attacking this attempt, this creative attempt. Like, yeah, there's so many red flags, like the casting of Heathcliff, and there's so many problematic things with it. But
Jacob Elordi.
I just thought, like, one was called Wuthering Shite. I thought it was quite a clever review title, but not clever, but you know what I mean? That kind of sums all of them up. I felt, after reading them all, I was like, actually, maybe this is working in her favor, because then people can jump on hang on, you're just attacking a woman for, she's finally got something made and she's through that door, and you're now attacking her art, and then a men's film's getting attacked like this, which I thought was quite true.
Well,
but it's maybe sometimes it can work in when you get attacked so much in that way, it comes back round.
I think that Will Smith film, £7.5 or whatever it's called. What's it called? The one where it's about moral. Anyway, that one got fucking slayed. Anyway, there's loads of films that get bad reviews. It's not just Wuthering Heights. I do think that a lot of it is a momentum. So a lot of it is based on it becomes an unstoppable force, the weight of negative judgment. So a couple of bad reviews that are so convincingly written that then it's impossible to turn that around. Whereas if everybody wrote these reviews in total isolation, away from any of the media noise that surrounded the film, and also I think if you can make moral judgments about a film, like it seems that is happening. My limited understanding of Wuthering Heights is that the film is focused more on the sexual relationship than the relationship as it's written in the book, which is more about I actually have no
class
idea.
And race, and I think it's just, I think the sex stuff is maybe focused, but we haven't seen it, so we don't know. And then I also read some reviews of how that wasn't enough. It's nothing to do with Wuthering Heights. It's nothing to do with that. It's more this, like you said, the momentum of the hate and how that can gather, and then suddenly it's just spread, and it's not. It's I would really be interested to see how well it does financially, and if that actually has helped it.
Yeah. I think it was do pretty well anyway.
Yeah.
And that's like lots of things get poorly reviewed and lots of people go and see them. It doesn't really matter. And lots of people can have their own, especially when there's a moral aspect to the judgment. People want to go and see it so they can have their own opinion.
Yeah, that's why I want to go see it now. I mean, I was going to take Margot to see it. I didn't realise it was so sexy. I thought it was a lovely classic. I didn't realise. I've never even read it.
No.
I always felt left out because, as a teen, I was like, my favourite book is Wuthering Heights, the classic.
How do you deal, how have you dealt with reviews that haven't gone your way?
I don't know. I don't read them.
Ugh, I have no patience for that.
I only read the good ones. I wouldn't read the bad ones.
Well, then that is just totally like...
I'm not strong enough, Alfie. That's why I don't think I'll ever do, I would never, ever put myself up for scrutiny like that again.
Yeah.
And I think that I think the OnlyFans thing has given me a level of, has grown my skin, thickened my skin.
Yeah, it's grown your skin.
It's grown my skin.
Yeah, you got to go see a doctor about it.
Yeah.
Actually, you've had a lot of subscribers complain about the skin growths.
So I think my skin is thicker now. So I don't know, maybe I would be able to handle it better. But I'm much more aware. I'm kind of, it's so much more feral online now that I expect the good as much as the bad.
I've always read every single one of my reviews.
Yeah, but you're amazing like that. Your skin is just naturally so fucking thick.
But I don't really understand. Like, I've always had very little patience for anybody that's, I can't read reviews. Don't tell me about reviews. Don't do the job then.
No,
Just
I did.
Don't do the job.
Well, okay, fair enough. I have.
It's not a criticism directly at you, but it is broadly at you, I suppose. It has to be, because that is who the criticism is of. But my point is that you could learn something. You, first of all, you are not, and this is not you, this is the broad you. You are not me, that includes me. You are not perfect. You are not the finished article. Like criticism that's leveled at me sometimes is that I get wind when I...
You just got to stop fucking drinking when you're doing a podcast.
It's the sitting down.
It's not. It's because you've taken in liquid. Let's just move on.
So, look at me take that criticism in good grace. Thank you very much.
You're disgusting.
Oh my God, I feel disgusting. So sick. I'm the sick man of Europe, and you're going to abandon me to record your Marvel film with fucking...
Jason Momoa.
What's his name? Jeremy Renner.
I
don't mind you and Jeremy Renner being in the film together, because at least...
Is he short?
Well, he couldn't crush you, that's all. Chris Evans could crush you.
I don't fancy Chris Evans.
Captain America, not the TFI Friday guy.
I have read a couple of bad reviews, and I think they were what made me never want to do it again. I read the one that was written by a dance reviewer for my show a couple of years ago. He mainly reviews dance.
Very static in this show, wasn't keen at all. Involved a lot of talking.
And the two bad reviews I got for my last show, which I had put so much work into and was really proud of in the end, and then it made me kind of question everything, were largely about you. The reviewer was commenting on our relationship as if it was some kind of gossip rather than my work.
Yeah.
And then the dance reviewer was attacking my
movement.
No, it was something really that shouldn't be taught. Like, it was something about my voice, or it was something just was so catty.
Well, there was the one in Chortle that was...
the Chortle one, who gives a fucking flying shit? It was from like a teenager reviewing me.
I don't think he is a teenager, but I do think it's deeply misogynist.
Oh yeah, they were all misogynist. Because there was
one bad review that was just making some really good points, I thought.
They were all misogynist in a way, because they were like... I can't actually remember how they were misogynist, but I do remember they were misogynist, and I'm going to cling to that.
Well, no, the Chortle one, he calls you a fishwife. But my point is that these bad reviews a lot of the time can... If I'm obviously communicating something poor to somebody, like they are they're having a bad experience and their job is being paid to meet judgment on comedy, then surely listening to or reading what they have to say is a worthwhile endeavor for me as somebody who wants to improve. So what I would like to do is read the review, separate what I think is fair from what I think is unfair. And like there's a 2-star review of me in the Guardian Online from Brian Logan, and I think I really agreed with some of what he said and thought, yeah, that's absolutely fair enough.
I think he tends to be quite. I think he's quite a good reviewer.
Yeah, so do I. But I think that like there were some things in the review that I didn't agree with, so I didn't listen to them. And like you have to be robust enough.
Okay, I take it back. I have read bad reviews and I think I am robust enough. And I also really, really don't want to be the type of performer and creative in general who cannot take criticism. And I really worked at that.
You can take it, like when you would ask for notes and I said, don't do this, do that, it was very, very rarely that you would bristle at all at what I was saying.
No, I really value, also, pathetically, I only did the shows because I wanted you to think I was cool.
Right.
So it's like, well, not only, but so if you gave me a no, I would be like, yep, absolutely. What else do you want me to do?
Well, no, that doesn't. Actually, we take it back, Chortle. Fishwife she is.
Let me change everything about myself for you.
Sandy!
What? Oh, God. Is he dead?
John Travolta?
Yeah.
No. His wife died. Very sad.
Oh, yeah.
After her, I think maybe, I'm not sure, saying somebody's died and then mentioning the fact that I think she's one of the sexiest people ever in the do you fancy the woman in that Brendan Gleeson's with in the Weeds woman? Yeah, you like a kind of a plain looking brunette, don't you? An older looking sort of authority. I think like I had the real hots for a 50-year-old divorce lawyer I met once. And
the real hots. That was off-putting. I had the real hots.
Oh, see.
Never say that again. Jesus Christ.
That's so funny.
I had the real hots the other day on the tube for a man on the commute. I was going to rehearsal.
No.
I'm just going to say this.
Not okay.
It's really funny. No, it's really funny. It won't be funny to you, but it's funny to me.
Are you going to make your Brendan Gleeson crushed orgasm sound?
Yeah, he was holding onto the pole on the tube, and it was on my way to rehearsal in the morning about 8:30. So he was obviously going to his job because he was in a kind of suit, but a kind of a relaxed suit. So it wasn't a lawyer, which I liked. It looked like but he had nice silver hair combed back, almost a bit like Brendan Gleeson, but less gingery. And there was a school trip on the carriage and these little girls, and I was really missing the kids. And so I was kind of looking at these school kids thinking, oh, my kids are on their way to school and I'm not with them. And what am I? That's my hair. Don't touch my hair, Pinter. And don't ever do that again or we're giving you away. All right. And there was this little girl doing a little drawing, and she had the same pen as Margot did, and I was about to cry looking at these kids on the tube, feeling so like I've abandoned my children because I've chosen to make a low budget film. And this man was chatting to the teacher, and he was saying like, oh, where are they going on school trip? And he was taking a real interest, not in a creepy way.
Yeah.
To the kids.
And when will they be out of the museum? Okay, and what's the security like at that museum? Is it like, it's an open area, there's no gate?
That's enough.
Sorry, no riffing on the podcast.
He was just a nice man being sweet, because the kids kept bumping into him and he wasn't being a normal man and being like, ugh, you know how some people are really grumpy when kids just
Yeah,
are kids
me.
on.
Like I
No,
am,
but
yeah.
you're not, because I've seen you in public when there are other children.
That's
and
how I'm
you're
putting
so
it on for you because I want you
nice.
to like me.
Oh, really?
By myself, I'm like, could you just get this fucking little brat away from me?
I don't think that's true. You're like an accidental child whisperer.
I think child whisperer is not something I want to be referred to as. Alfie's a real child whisperer. Okay, do the police know?
I don't know what I meant. You know, children like you.
Yeah.
Anyway, this man was being very sweet and fatherly, and at the same time, I was like, "Yeah, this is cool. I like you." And he had a sweat patch as well on his arm, and I thought that's nice.
Just to clear up a few loose ends, the reason why I went Sandy is because I was referencing the film Grease, where she changes for his love in the same way that you would just referenced you wanted to change or be a certain way for me.
Yeah,
and
I
my
know.
love. So that's
Yeah.
what. Oh, you sounded like you didn't know what I was doing that
No,
for.
I got that. I just was freaked out by the impression.
And John Travolta's wife, who is sadly passed
Kelly
on.
Preston.
Thank fuck for that. Jeez, it's always such bad form when you can't remember people's names, especially when they've passed.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
In she will be loved, the Maroon 5 video.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I'm just telling. We were doing a podcast, Jessie, so there are listeners and viewers who may not know.
I loved She Will Be Loved. I do get the ick by Maroon 5.
Well, Adam Levine, I think.
I know. There's not good. But She Will Be Loved came out, I think, in our teens, and I had been raped at this point. And I remember listening to She Will Be Loved and thinking, yeah, I'll be loved. I will be loved. I remember listening to that as kind of my mantra, like, yeah, I've been raped, but I will be loved. It's so embarrassing.
And you were right.
Yeah, I was right. Eventually, fucking got there eventually.
Yep. Yeah.
But you're the only person.
That's ever loved you.
Yeah.
That you know of.
Well, no, I know that. Well, I don't know. I think people have loved me, but I haven't loved them back.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's nice. Sorry, I shouldn't say anyway.
Yeah, that's one of your bad habits that we've managed to eliminate from the podcast.
Yeah.
Any of my bad habits, listener, that you'd like me to...
Burping. It's burping.
Any other bad habits, listener, that you'd like me to eliminate from my podcasting, please let me know in the comments below.
Please don't, actually. It's not that we're not doing this for the comment.
We are. We're doing this for the commentariat. We're doing this for the listeners. We're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it. It's a mutually beneficial experience. This is symbiotic. So if there is art more so than ever because of the social media experience, is a symbiotic experience, and we coexist together. And this is like, I remember speaking to a singer-songwriter friend of mine about this, and she was saying that the relationship between the critic and the...
You are disgusting.
Yeah, but
I just can hear the amount of saliva going on in your throat right now.
Hey, be nice. I'm sick and I'm still podcasting. I'm committed.
I'm sick and I'm still podcasting.
You're not sick. You've just got a bit of diarrhea.
Alfie, that's just not... Fuck off. Like, fuck off. I'm sick. I've got a cold.
A cold, is it?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right.
I don't think it is a cold. I've got a cold.
Watch out. Can you hurry the fuck up as well?
Hurry the fuck up with what?
Just get on with your point.
Yeah, and she said that the relationship between the critic and the artist is one of mutual benefit. They better each other. They are together in the pursuit of a higher quality of artistic output.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I've it's nice doing the show last week and meeting people who like people who'd come to the show and then said afterward they listened to the podcast, and then you were in my show too, and they're like, oh, it was nice seeing that for the first time, and more of a, you know, I don't think I've ever seen results like that, if that's the right word. You know, people were there who would listen to the podcast and come to the show.
Yeah,
it was nice.
I've had so many people come up to me after the shows and at Hot Water. I met lovely woman from Derry.
Nice. I'm filming in Hastings at the moment, and there I went for a run, and there is a tiny, tiny little coffee shop, and I stopped. What are you smiling about?
I'm just leaning away from the mic to do
Oh, right,
that.
okay. And I stopped on the run to get a coffee, and the person kind of didn't jump, but was like, oh, when I got the coffee. And I thought, oh, maybe I look bizarre. Maybe I'm sweating or something. And then later I got a message saying, sorry, I was listening to the podcast when you turned up. But how cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who said hello at
My
Jessie's show and at Hot Water over the weekend. It was very, very pleasant indeed. I quite enjoy my voice like this, actually.
Yeah. I'm really, really missing being at home though. I don't like it. I'm not cut out for it. I'm not cut out for this job. In a way, I think this will be my last job.
In a way?
I
what
think,
way is that?
Well, I think that I shouldn't do this because my agent listens to the podcast.
Yeah, so actually you'd really like more work and we're really grateful to be working.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be working, but I don't know how actors have the stamina. Like, I'm so tired. I don't know how they have the stamina to do, because usually I just do little parts and things. I do like a day here, a couple of days there, a morning here. For the last 5 years, that's all my acting parts have been.
Yeah. Well, as a non-actor, I can say that acting is my worst nightmare and a job that I would actively dislike.
This is the first time I've done it and had a big part, and I forget how cool that is. So I'm trying to just really enjoy it for what it is, for, because it might be the last time. Every time I work, I think I'll never work again. But I don't think I'll get another lead part again.
You will.
I don't think I will.
I think you will. Also,
what's so funny is giving everyone OnlyFans tips on the job. Like my makeup lady, I'm like giving her tutorials on how to get started. People have asked me for ideas about how they could start. So I'm like moonlighting on the job by giving people OnlyFans advice. Like I have to, it's really cool that it's something that we're just all talking about, and because everyone's just desperate to make money. Yeah. And it's so ironic that this experience doing the film for a very low budget has essentially killed my OnlyFans journey, because as I've said so many times, if you don't keep up with content, you just lose people, which is completely fair enough. You're not providing a service. And so this, as I'm almost at my year anniversary on OnlyFans, to have got a job that I've always wanted, that's essentially killed the OnlyFans. So even though I only started OnlyFans to make money, I'm now ending OnlyFans for way less. I quite like that. I like that on paper. I don't like that with my bank account.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily the end. There's the careers in all of their forms are non-linear, aren't they? So
true.
I wonder what, I recently bought a book. In fact, it's just
well done. Good for you.
There.
Is it about pornography?
It is about pornography. Pornography, Men Possessing Women by Andrea Dworkin. And I wonder, obviously it's written in the 80s or 70s or something, but as a kind of radical 80s feminist, she was arguing that porn, and I think sex actually more broadly, is inherently sexist because it favours the man, and it's men possessing women, it's women being submissive to men. So I wonder what she would make, or even if she's still alive, maybe she's commented on it, of OnlyFans, and how it's moved the power away from men toward the women, or whether or not what it represents and the way in which it functions is still submissive, even if it's financially given much more of the power to women. Yeah,
that's so interesting.
I'm going to investigate it, and then possibly...
Because a load of people, the whole thing it's very solitary. I'm on my own doing my content, yes, for men, women, but it's fueled by me. I'm not getting like, it's not porn. So I'm not getting someone penetrating me or someone doing something to me. It's like all driven by me. So in a way, that is why it's empowering, because whatever I choose to do is how I'm making money.
Yes.
So yeah, that is interesting.
Pornography is the orchestrated destruction of women's bodies and souls. It is war on women. So,
I need to watch more porn, I think, because I just don't.
To watch less.
I don't have any idea. I mean, I've watched a tiny bit, but only with you, really. I never was a consumer of porn.
Just to clarify, with me in the room with her, not with me in the porn. Just for anybody who was wondering.
You never know, if everything dries up, maybe next year we're going to have to start doing porn.
Up for it?
Would you actually?
No.
Okay, yeah, cool.
No, of course not.
I don't think, but if we were desperate and we were like, okay, if we did a sex tape, we can make like 50 grand.
If it was a guaranteed more than 50 grand.
No, 50 grand is a good price. Who's going to pay more than 50 grand to see our...
I'm not asking people to pay more than... If one person was paying 50 grand, that would be one thing. But I would be expecting more than one person to buy it and to charge less than 50 grand.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you would have to... You wouldn't... Yeah, so in total, we'd make 50 grand. You're right there, Pinter.
No. I'd want to be making... He wants to go for a walk, yeah, I think, quite a lot.
Also, before I say anything that I regret, that's
Okay. So, are you still voting reform? Okay. And go on. No.
He wants to go for a walk.
Okay, we're finishing now. Pinter, come here. Come. Good boy. Sit.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening. Tune in next week to, when we'll...
To talk about more things.
Okay, let's do the intro now.